In recent years, artificial intelligence has advanced faster than any technology before it. Systems that once could only recognize patterns or follow simple rules are now capable of writing, reasoning, creating, and learning in ways that resemble human thinking. This moment marks the beginning of a new era, the era of AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Unlike today specialized systems, AGI aims to understand the world broadly, adapt to new situations, and solve problems across many different domains. For the first time in history, humanity stands on the threshold of creating an intelligence that may one day match, or even surpass, our own. For decades, artificial intelligence was limited to narrow tasks, recognizing images, translating text, or predicting patterns. These systems were powerful, but they operated within strict boundaries. They could not truly understand context, transfer knowledge between different fields, or reason about the world in a general way. But recent breakthroughs have changed everything. Modern AI models can analyze complex information, generate new ideas, and solve problems they were never explicitly trained for. They show early signs of flexible thinking, the first steps toward general intelligence. This shift has led researchers to ask a profound question. If machines can already learn so much on their own, how far are we from creating an intelligence that can understand almost anything? To understand how close we are to AGI, we must first look at what today's systems can already do. Modern AI models can interpret language, analyze images, write code, simulate conversations, and even generate scientific hypotheses. They learn from vast amounts of data and improve through patterns that no human could ever detect. Yet the most remarkable development is their ability to generalize. When faced with new tasks, they often find solutions without being explicitly trained for them. This emerging flexibility is one of the key indicators that we are moving toward a form of intelligence that is broader, deeper, and more adaptable than anything we have built before. Researchers now believe that these capabilities are not isolated tricks. They are early signs of a much larger transformation. One of the most important questions in the development of AGI is how machines acquire understanding. Traditional AI relied on fixed rules and predefined instructions, but modern systems learn by absorbing patterns from enormous datasets. They build internal representations of language, images, and concepts, structures that allow them to reason in ways that appear increasingly human-like. This shift from programmed behavior to learned intelligence is a fundamental turning point. It means that AI is no longer limited by what engineers explicitly design. Instead, it can discover new strategies, form connections, and generate insights that emerge from its own training. For many researchers, this ability to develop internal models of the world is the clearest sign that we are moving toward true general intelligence. As AI systems grow more capable, researchers are beginning to explore how these models form their own internal logic. Instead of following step-by-step instructions, they create complex networks of associations that allow them to draw conclusions, recognize patterns, and generate new ideas. This emerging ability to reason is one of the most significant milestones on the path to AGI. It shows that intelligence does not need to be programmed directly, it can arise from learning itself. For the first time, machines are not just processing information. They are beginning to interpret it, connect it, and transform it into something new. But even with these advances, AGI is not just about solving harder problems. It is about developing a form of intelligence that can understand goals, adapt to new environments, and make decisions in situations it has never seen before. Researchers believe that this requires more than raw computing power. It demands systems that can reflect on their own actions, evaluate outcomes, and adjust their behavior, abilities that resemble the foundations of human reasoning. The question now is no longer whether machines can learn, but whether they can learn how to think. As AI systems become more advanced, one challenge becomes increasingly clear. Intelligence is not only about solving problems, but about understanding meaning. Humans interpret the world through experience, emotion, and intuition, qualities that machines do not naturally possess. To approach AGI, researchers are exploring new methods that allow AI to build deeper models of reality. These include systems that learn through interaction, simulate environments, and refine their behavior through feedback. The goal is to create machines that do not just process information, but truly comprehend the situations they encounter. But even as AI begins to understand more about the world, one challenge remains at the center of the AGI debate. Can a machine truly develop common sense? Humans rely on intuition built from a lifetime of experiences, subtle judgments that guide our decisions every day. For AI, this kind of knowledge is difficult to learn. It cannot simply be programmed. It must emerge from interaction, exploration, and the ability to connect ideas across different situations. Researchers are now building systems that learn through trial and error, allowing them to form a deeper understanding of cause and effect. These experiments may be the key to unlocking the next stage of machine intelligence. As these systems grow more capable, another question emerges: how do we ensure that their goals remain aligned with ours? Human intelligence is shaped by values, culture, and shared experience. Machines, however, learn from data, and data alone cannot teach them what is right or wrong. This challenge, known as alignment, is one of the most important fields in modern AI research. Scientists are developing methods to guide machine behavior, ensuring that advanced systems act safely, predictably, and in ways that support human intentions. The future of AGI will depend not only on what machines can do, but on how well we can shape the principles that guide their decisions. As AGI draws closer, experts around the world are debating how quickly this transformation might arrive. Some believe it could take decades, while others argue that the foundations are already visible in today's most advanced models. What unites these perspectives is the recognition that progress is accelerating. Each new generation of AI systems learns faster, adapts more efficiently, and demonstrates abilities that were once considered impossible. For many researchers, the question is no longer if AGI will emerge, but how soon we will need to prepare for a world shaped by a new form of intelligence. Thank you for joining this chapter of our journey into the future of intelligence. If you enjoyed this episode, support the channel with a like, a comment, and a subscription. Activate the bell so you won't miss what comes next. In the following video, we explore how AGI could transform our world, from science and medicine to the way we work, create, and live. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.